transition to a circular economy.
My name is Jaya Sato Umengan. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you here today.
And I'm Attorney Crisanto Saruca Jr. and I'm honored to join Jaya in hosting today's event.
Many of us are committed to making a positive impact to our environment. So this summit is a testament to our collective effort to create a more sustainable Metro Manila.
Over the next 2 days, we'll be exploring innovative solutions, sharing best practices, and inspiring action. We'll hear from experts, policymakers, and industry leaders who are at the forefront of the sustainability movement.
With this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now formally begin our program. We invite everyone to please stand and join us in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be led by the MMDA Chorale.
After which, may we request everyone to please remain standing for the invocation song to be led by Ms. Kiara A. Arlegui from the Office of the Assistant General Manager for Planning.
Hayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alaw ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng makiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simay at sa langit mong baghaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pa may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary and troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Let us now be seated. Thank you, MMDA Choral and Miss Arlecki, for a beautiful and inspiring song rendition of both the national anthem of the Philippines and You Raise Me Up. Now we'll proceed with our program. Let's welcome, sir, our esteemed guests who have joined us today.
Good morning. We are honored to acknowledge the presence of the following MMDA officials led by MMDA Chairman, Attorney Romando S. Artes, General Manager Procopio Lipana, AGM for Finance and Administration, Carol Delgado, AGM for Planning, Attorney Vic Trinidad, and AGM for Operations, Asek Jello Vargas. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed directors and division chiefs from the MMDA.
We also have, of course, our participants and our officials coming from the different national government agencies, from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Undersecretary for Policy, Planning and International Affairs, Attorney Jonas Leones, Undersecretary. Morning, sir. We also have from the Department of the Interior, Local and Government, Assistant Secretary for Local Government, Attorney Jessie Howard Lanete. Sir, we also have from the National Solid Waste Management Commission, Vice Chairman, Commissioner Crispian Lau. And of course, representing the Regional Director Winston Singin of the Department of Trade and Industry for the National Capital Region, we have Ms. Eden Solabo, Assistant Planning Officer. And joining us today, we also have the Mayor of Malabon City, Mayor Jeannie Sandoval. Good morning, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to have such a diverse group of attendees. This shows that through the Road to Zero Waste Summit 2024, we can bridge the critical gap among key stakeholders, the government, private recyclers, and the general public to address the persisting problems to waste management by employing the circular economy model.
I agree with you, Attorney Chris. In fact, we are also joined by, of course, our private sector partners from Iswims Incorporated. We also have Filaco, the Coca-Cola, Herbasafe, Manila Water, Maynilad, and Unilab. So today's event will truly serve its purpose to raise awareness about the benefits of waste segregation, recycling, and composting, including the innovations, technologies, and ways forward of barangays and communities toward a sustainable environment.
And so, without further ado, Ms. Jaya, let's formally open the MMDA Road to Zero Waste Summit 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our MMDA Chairman, Attorney Romando S. Artes, for his welcome remarks.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa ating po mga panauhin. Kasama ko sa pamahalaan si Mayor Jeannie Sandoval, si Yusek Leones, si Commissioner Lau at si GM Santiago. Mga kasama sa private sector, sa kasama ko sa MMDA at sa paninilbihan sa pamahalaan. Thank you for joining us today. I am honored to welcome you all to the two-day Metro Manila Road to Zero Waste Summit 2024. Your presence is a testament to your commitment to ensuring its success as we pursue the Metro Manila 10-year Road to Zero Waste program. The program aims to cover all types of waste that will employ sustainable, practical, and preferably local solutions and methods. Today marks the beginning of a dynamic collaboration between government and the private sector intended to bridge the gap in promoting environmental sustainability through the ecological use of solid waste as a source. This will be demonstrated later as we go through the array of exhibits showcasing various products made from solid waste, as well as technologies utilizing solid waste as a raw material for further processing into another product. We are grateful to our partners, recyclers who put up these exhibits and who tirelessly explore ways and innovations to make solid waste usable and not something to be discarded. We wish you the best in pursuing such initiatives. We are optimistic that we in the government can continuously complement your efforts towards achieving a closed-loop system of solid waste management. And this is not only for economic and financial gains, but more importantly, for environmental preservation and protection. This event is also expected to raise the level of public awareness on adopting the good practices and secure its full support and active participation in the systemic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management. To give us valuable insights on the matter related to the proper solid waste management, we have also invited reputable resource persons to present relevant topics on solid waste. Through these various presentations and lectures and exhibits, we are launching the concept of social and behavioral change that will catalyze proactive actions among the people in Metro Manila, thus achieving sustainability, circularity in protecting our one and only environment. Tayo po ay isa sa pinakamalaking source ng plastic pollution na nauuwi sa ating mga karagatan. Ang problema po ng basura ay hindi lamang po problema ng pamahalaan. Problema po yan ng lahat. At hindi po kayang tugunan kung gobyerno lamang po ang aasahan natin. Kailangan po namin ang tulong ng lahat, private sector, at lalong-lalo na po ang komunidad. So, kailangan po talagang magtulong-tulong tayo, magkaroon ng behavioral change para ito pong mga basura natin, instead na itinatapon po natin kung saan-saan, sa landfill, ang iba na uuwi pa sa ating mga karagatan, ilog, at nagkokos din po ng baha. Ito po ay pwedeng magamit. At dito po sa summit na ito, ipapakita po natin kung paano yung ating basura ay pwede pa po magamit sa ibang pamamaraan. Magandang umaga po at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Chairman, for your inspiring words. Your commitment to a sustainable future for Metro Manila is truly commendable. Such guidance and support will truly and undoubtedly drive us towards a cleaner and greener city.
We are excited to delve deeper into our program, and thus we welcome a key figure in the Department of Environment and Natural Resources.
So our resource speaker for today, our speaker is a litigation lawyer and a partner at Flaminiano, Arroyo and Dueñas. Prior to his tenure with the department, he served as public policy consultant in the House of Representatives and the Commission on Appointments. He was appointed Government Relations Officer for multinational corporations. He specialized in the handling of high-profile administrative and criminal cases before the Ombudsman and Sandigan Bayan. His notable achievements include serving as defense counsel and securing the acquittal of 2 senators, a former department secretary, a chairperson of a constitutional commission, and a former president. He has also served as director of the DILG's Legal and Legislative Liaison Service. Finally, he founded Abogadong Pinoy, the Philippines' largest lawyers-only Facebook group with 18,000 members. Ladies and gentlemen, the Assistant Secretary for Local Government, Attorney Jessie Howard S. Lenete.
Thank you, Jaya, for those very kind words that I have provided to you. Honorable officials and esteemed partners, distinguished guests, dedicated Filipinos joining us here today at the MMDA Road to Zero Waste Management Summit of 2024. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. As we open this summit, let us first take a moment to reflect on the resilience that has brought us here in the wake of Typhoon Christine. This storm was a fierce test of our nation's resolve, a reminder of the challenges we face not only from waste and pollution, but from nature itself. And yet, while Christine battered our shores, it did not break our spirit. The Filipino is known worldwide for a strength that cannot be diminished, for an indomitable spirit that rises from every hardship with greater unity and purpose. So we push forward today with renewed commitment not only to protect our environment, but to protect one another as a nation, bound by courage and by hope. As we gather for this 2-day event, I want us to keep in mind a Filipino word that captures the heart of our efforts. Kalinga, often translated as care or nurturing, Kalinga speaks to the sense of stewardship, responsibility that goes beyond ourselves to encompass the environment and the resources that we all share. Our ancestors understood Kalinga as a way of life, seeing nature as a partner and a sacred trust passed down from one generation to another. Today, that trust is strained, and we must renew it through purpose and through action. Today, the MMDA's Road to Zero Waste initiative is a testament to the spirit of Kalinga. This event marks the first and largest gathering of leaders, innovators, and advocates across the country dedicated to finding solutions and committing to them. We are here to close the loop toward a circular economy, a vision where waste is no longer a burden but a resource to be harnessed. Over the next 2 days, we will showcase transformative technologies, innovative practices, and inspiring ideas that can reshape Metro Manila into a model of sustainability. Our goal is bold but achievable. A Metro Manila that doesn't just manage waste but actively prevents, reduces, and reuses it. This roadmap to a circular economy is about creating a system where nothing goes to waste, where we breathe new life into our resources and build new hope for our people. This isn't just a policy, it is a duty we owe to future generations. And the summit will explore a range of topics from materials recovery systems and waste diversion points to the latest innovations in waste processing. We have exhibitors here with solutions that can transform our communities for the better. And our panel discussions will lay the groundwork for a robust network of stakeholders, from local governments and private industries to social enterprises and educational institutions. This network is not just capable of managing waste, but of creating opportunities where waste becomes a valuable asset for the economy and the environment alike. Today is just the beginning, and we have the chance to make Metro Manila a shining example, a place that cares not only for its people, but also for the environment they live in. This is our mission, our calling, to embody Kalinga in the deepest, most transformative sense. But we must be clear, this level of change will not happen overnight. It will require each of us to carry Kalinga in our hearts, to treat every piece of waste as something we can either bury or transform. To make this vision a reality, we must act not as separate agencies, industries, or communities, but as one nation dedicated to nurturing and protecting the environment. It is a time for decisive action, where our deeds outspeak our words. As a good friend often says, gawa, hindi salita. So to you, I welcome and thank you for paving the road to Zero Waste Summit 2024. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas, mabuhay po kayong lahat. Gandang umaga po.
Thank you, Asek Linette, for your strong message of support to our authority. With the ILG support, we are confident that we can achieve our goal of a zero waste Metro Manila. Sorry, Asek, may we invite you to the center of the stage once again, and maybe call on our MMDA Chairman, Attorney Armando Artes, and MMDA General Manager, Yusek Popopia Lupana, to give the authorities token of privilege. And also, may we invite Asek Jello Vargas on stage, please.
Salamat po. And to give this message of support, may we invite the Undersecretary for Policy, Planning, and International Affairs of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Attorney Jonas R. Leones.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. First of all, I would like to thank our one of the major partners of the department, si Chairman Artes, of course, si Yusek Lipana, Mayor Sandoval, Christian Lau, and of course, GM LLDA, Attorney Senando Santiago, the ILG colleagues, and DTI. Una po sa lahat, gusto kong humingi ng paumanhin because our secretary is not available, so he just asked me to read her speech. But before I read the speech of our beloved secretary, I just want to personally thank Chairman Artes and MMDA. We have been partners not only in cleaning Pasig River, Metro Manila, Manila Bay, and also Laguna Lake. Sila rin po yung katuwang namin sa pag-rehabilitate ng Pasig River, which is headed by Secretary Acosar. No? Ang Vice Chair po nito ay si Chairman Artes. So before I read the speech of the Secretary, I just want to emphasize the two major laws that we are implementing in addressing garbage in Metro Manila and also in the rural areas. This summit really supports yung aming pag-implement ng mga batas. Republic Act 9003 or the Ecological Solid Waste Management, ito po ay mandato ng local government units. Ang DNR po, ang government is just supporting the local government. Kaya lang po napaka-stricto ng ng Republic Act 9003. major requirements of the 9003, ang LGU po dapat they should be establishing their own landfills, no? And you can only imagine how much will be the cost in establishing a landfill. They're also required to close open dump sites and then rehabilitate the open dump sites. They're also required to establish their own materials recovery facility. And another thing is that most of the or all LGUs are required to come up their own solid waste management plan. But decades has passed. Ang surprising, ang nakakagulat dito, a lot of LGUs are not yet compliant sa requirement ng 9003. So this summit will really help at least our local government units on how they can dispose their waste, not only disposing it in the landfills. The second law I just want to emphasize is the EPR, or Republic Act 11989. No? Ang EPR, ito naman po ang maglilink sa mga local governments in terms of financing. Because under the extended producer responsibility, the big enterprises, the big industries that generates pollutions are required to recover their plastic footprints. For every year, for 2023, year 2023, all obliged enterprises, big enterprises, are required to recover 20% of their plastic footprints. Otherwise, they run the risk of being penalized. So, penalty, millions, 5 millions, and then we can cancel all their permits. So, until 2028, they are required, these obliged enterprises and even the medium and small and micro enterprises are required to at least recover their plastic footprint, 80% of their plastic footprints. Otherwise, again, they will be facing sanctions if they do not comply. The reason why I'm emphasizing these laws, because this summit will really support the industries, especially in addressing our plastic waste. Kasi hindi na po natin magiging linear ang ating pag-address ng garbage. Ito po yung circular economy. So, we will not be, if we are able to implement the EPR, we will now be looking forwards not in a linear economy but a circular economy wherein there will be no virgin plastics. We will just recycling the plastics that are being generated. So with that, may I read the speech of our secretary. Pasensya na po kayo, medyo tumatanda na rin, mahirap na magbasa. Isang makakalikasang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I'd like to begin by expressing our gratitude to the MMDA for organizing and hosting this summit. Thank you, MMDA, for spearheading this event that brings together leaders, advocates, and community members who share a common commitment to a sustainable future. This summit offers a platform to discuss and showcase impactful, environmentally sound technologies and products that have potential to transform how we manage and reduce waste. The two-day program features informative lectures that dive deeply into the best practices for solid waste management. This is more than exchange of ideas. It's hands-on opportunity to learn, collaborate, and apply actionable insights that align with the mandates of Republic Act 9003 and Republic Act 11898, or the EPR, as well as other essential rules and regulations governing proper waste management. These laws provide a framework for sustainable practices, and this summit helps bring those mandates to life by equipping us with the knowledge and tools to uphold them in our communities. One aspect of this summit is its emphasis on unity and collaboration. It is essential as it allows for community-specific solutions that are more efficient and sustainable, driving real change where it matters most in our neighborhoods and local communities. Additionally, raising public awareness through engaging campaigns at this event is invaluable. These campaigns are designed to promote meaningful behavioral changes, inspiring all of us to adopt more sustainable habits that benefits not only our environment but our entire society. In closing, I would like to thank the MMDA once again for bringing us all together in pursuit of shared vision. This summit is more than just an event, it's call to action. Through our collective efforts, we're taking essential steps toward a zero waste future, creating a healthier and more sustainable environment for generations to come. Thank you, Secretary Maria Antonia Yueloisa.
Maraming salamat po, Undersecretary Leones. Kindly remain on stage, sir, and may we request MMDA Chairman and General Manager to please come up on stage to give the token of gratitude. Thank you very much. And another esteemed leader and champion of our shared advocacy. Let us all welcome the Vice Chairman of the National Solid Waste Management Commission and the representative of the Recycling, Composting, Resource Recovery, and Processing Industry, Commissioner Crispian Lau, for his message of support.
Isang maganda at makakalikasang umaga po sa inyong lahat. On behalf of the National Solid Waste Management Commission, it is of pride and honor for us to fully support the project of MMDA, all 8 government agencies and 5 private sector representatives, including the 5 that had been removed in lieu of RA 11898, would surely be in full support of the project to zero waste. You know, in the earlier days when I joined the commission close to 10 years ago, these are buzzwords that we've been discussing. And, you know, just to note that MMDA has been at the forefront of creating the change, and now we're seeing this happening. And we look forward to achieving our goals 10 years from now. Yes, we have been criticized for not properly implementing the law, but then many who criticize do not understand the difficulties that we have to encounter in achieving them. Buzzwords, keywords, collaboration. The government cannot do it alone. With RA 9003 in place, it is a very comprehensive and wonderful law. However, it remains to be a challenge because the burden of implementing the law lies on the local government unit, and not all of them would have resources to do it. Now, more importantly, with RA 11898, it shifts part of the burden to the private sector, and now the private sector has a role to play. However, we, the government and the private sector, cannot do it alone. Without you, the general public, as mentioned by Chairman Artes, without the participation of the public sector, the road to zero waste would be full of hurdles. But if we join hands, do things together, I'm sure that probably not in 10 years, now we would eliminate those negative impressions of this country being top polluter of waste in waterways. Maybe we will be the first one to achieve our goals and to address the pollution problem that we ourselves have created. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
May we request Commissioner Lau to please remain on stage, and as we request Chairman Artes and GM Lipanat to hand over the token of gratitude.
Commissioner Lau, for your message of support. Our insights set a strong foundation for today's discussion and reinforce our commitment toward sustainable development. Moving on, we are truly honored to be joined by another member, our partner in the National Government Agency. From Laguna Lake Development Authority, we have our Acting General Manager, Attorney Senando A. Santiago, to give a message of support.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. In behalf of LLDA and family, ang MMDA po is one of the stakeholders of the LLDA. Meron po silang isang representative sa ating board, and it is but all-inclusive. Necessarily, LLDA is not only in full support of the road to zero waste, but we are committing an action to recover, to repurpose, and end the life of plastic, more particularly along the coastal ways of Laguna de Bay. Why do I say this with confidence? Because we started it already. As a matter of fact, last March of 2024, I initiated an abot kamay para sa Laguna de Bay. It is a mission in action, solid waste recovery. And I'm proud to tell you that as of today, we have already went around 20 LGUs, and we were able to free Laguna de Bay exactly, no? Because we gathered and took possession of 20 tons of plastics and around 7 tons of plastics and 17,000 tons of residual waste. Now, what do we do with it? Lahat po ng nakokolekta I assigned the members of the solid waste management providers of there's a coalition na kumukuha po ng lahat ng residual waste, and all the plastics are taken and repurposed through green cycle innovation. Bakit po kailangan ng repurposing? Because if there will be just a mere recycling, I hope Mr. Crispian Lau will bear with me here, that will not be the end of the plastic. Because the essence of Republic Act 11898, or the Extended Producer Responsibility, is to recover, repurpose, and end the life of plastic in its original form. So, yan po ay ino-audit, and mind you, this is not an easy task. The road to zero waste, I would say, will encounter obstacles and challenges, because the road to success without challenges and obstacles will lead you to nowhere. We have started these baby steps. Imagine, I was able to encourage the Philippine Coast Guard, the Maritime, the Senros, the Menros, the NGOs, and the citizenry, even the elderly, even the youngsters. Kasama po namin na nagkukuha mismo ng basura sa lake shore ng ating Laguna de Bay LGUs. So, I can say, na kanina dapat po ay gawa, walang salita. Ako po, ang masasabi ko is, what is well done is better than what is well said. Yun lang po, at I encourage and I challenge everyone. I aspire to inspire. Let's all be involved in an actual physical recovery, hindi lang po sa papel. And we are reporting this to the DNR para po makasama doon sa ating mandamos sa Manila Bay reporting. Yun lang po, at again, I reiterate, I have to introduce the coalition of solid waste providers. The president is Mr. Danny Miranda over there. I brought him here so that kasi yung coalition po, yan po ang operators ng mga sanitary landfill, which eventually will be of great help in disposing through repurposing this solid waste, particularly the plastics. And of course, Mr. Veracruz of Green Solution Innovation. Yun lang po, at maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, GM. May we also invite you at the center of the stage and our chairman and general manager to award the token of appreciation. So as I have mentioned, we are joined here not just by the national government agencies, but also our colleagues from the local government units. So we have the representatives here from Muntinlupa City, Makati City, Las Piñas, Pasig, Marikina, and Malabon City. And we also would like to acknowledge the presence of Chief of Staff of Mayor Emmy Calixto Rebiano from Pasay City, Chief Peter Ariel Pardo. And of course, sir?
And of course, hindi po natin palalampasin ang pagkakataong makahingi ng mensahe ng suporta mula po sa punong lungsod ng Malabon City. We have Mayor Jeannie Sandoval.
To our LLDA, Acting GM, Attorney Sanando Santiago. To DILG ASEC, Attorney Jessie Howard Lanete. DNR USEC Jonas Leones. Commissioner Crispian Lau, Solid Waste Management Commission. To our MMDA Chairman, Attorney Don Artes. To our MMDA GM, Popoy Lipana. ASEC Jella Vargas. Solid Waste Coalition, Mr. Danny Miranda. And to my colleagues in the local government units. Good day to everyone as we come together for the Road to Zero Waste Summit 2024 led by the MMDA. I'm proud to express the full and unwavering support of the City of Malabon for this initiative. Now, more than ever, the collaboration between local government units, national agencies, non-governmental organizations, and the private sector is essential in tackling the complex challenges of waste management. This summit represents not just an event, but a significant milestone in our collective commitment to safeguarding the environment and promoting sustainable practices. As the City Mayor of Malabon, I believe that comprehensive waste management is a cornerstone for building healthier, more resilient communities. I commend the MMDA for leading this charge and for providing a platform where we can engage in constructive dialogue, learn from one another, and drive collaborative efforts forward. Initiatives like this reinforce our shared goal of a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable Metro Manila. Let us take the insights and knowledge gained from this summit and turn them into action, creating networks that promote responsible waste disposal, encouraging innovative recycling practices, and inspiring behavioral change that starts in our households and extends to our entire communities. Together, we can transform our vision of a zero-waste future into a reality, paving the way for future generations to enjoy a sustainable and thriving environment. Thank you, and we all have a productive and successful summit ahead. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po, Malabon City Mayor Jeannie Sandoval. Ma'am, kindly remain on stage for the token of gratitude.
next part of the program, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our DILG Assistant Secretary for Community Participation, ASEC Elizabeth and Lopez de Leon. So to provide us with a comprehensive overview of the 10-year Road to Zero Waste program, we are honored to invite our very own, the MMDA General Manager Yusek Procopio G. Lipana.
To our MMDA Chairman, Attorney Romando Artes, LLDA Acting Commissioner Attorney Senando Santiago, ASEC Attorney Jesse Howard Lanete of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Yusek Jonas Leones of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Commissioner Kispan Lau of the Solid Waste Management Board, of course, the ever-supportive Mayor of Malabon, Mayor Ginny Sandoval, distinguished guests, officials of the city and local governments of Metro Manila, colleagues from the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, and representatives from our recycling and landfill industry, good morning. I'm honored to be part of this significant milestone led by our Chairman, MMDA Chairman, Attorney Romando S. Artes. But more importantly, I express my deepest gratitude to the waste industry and sustainability partners present here today. Those who have dedicated their time and resources to the culmination of this event. We are all here because of one thing. Let us not delay addressing today's challenge on solid waste management. It is crucial to prevent a more serious environmental problem tomorrow. The shift starts today. According to the 2023 Waste Analysis and Characterization Study in Metro Manila, conducted by the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, almost 21.44% of the waste from households can be recycled. And not everyone may know, but the report from the DNR-EMB estimated that 85% of waste generated can be composted. We cannot ignore the urgent needs to address these waste types. If left unattended, they will continue to degrade our environment, pollute our waterways, contribute increasingly to flooding, and hinder economic growth, ultimately impacting our economy and overall public health. Recognizing this, MMDA has embarked on an ambitious journey under the 10-year Zero Waste Plan for Metro Manila. This initiative is not merely a goal, but first, a commitment beyond our solid waste disposal and management mandate and protecting our landfill. And second, our proactive adherence to Republic Act 9003, or otherwise known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000 and Republic Act 11898, or the Extended Producers Responsibility Act of 2022, including advocating for the Green Procurement Roadmap, among other implementing laws. The imperative shift is facilitated through this summit, an initial step toward closing the route towards a circular economy. Modeled from the long-term objectives of our 10-year plan, together we will witness the potential impact of our existing and upcoming key initiatives. Adopting technologies, campaigning for social behavioral change, promotion of eco-products, and integrating our solid waste management strategies. These are only few of the things that the MMDA will continue to focus on. And when all sectors are unified with one vision, we hope to see a sustainable implementation of plans and programs customized for our local communities, institutions, and industries through partnership that may be formed and established starting here and now. Let us work together towards a sustainable Metro Manila and divert waste into a valuable resource instead of sending them to our landfill. Today, we are creating an avenue to empower our barangay, promote environmental education, and foster a culture of responsibility for a lasting commitment tomorrow and for future generations. Our road to zero waste will not be without greater obstacles, but with our determination and collaborations through MMDA lead. We ought to pave the way to close these waste loops and ensure our 10-year plan's success. We all have a role in this journey, so join us today on this whole of nations movement to transform Metro Manila into a model of sustainability. A zero-waste future is within our reach. Let us all strive for it, one mindful step at a time. Good morning.
Thank you very much, General Manager Lipana, for that insightful overview. We find it truly inspiring upon seeing such a roadmap in realizing our vision of a sustainable Metro Manila. And we hope that every attendee here appreciates the same. We hope that this will inspire all of us to guide and lead our colleagues and our communities in the commitment to a zero-waste future.
In this part, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite everyone's attention. Sit back and relax and watch our audiovisual presentation. All right, we're having a technical difficulty at the moment. Sorry for that. We will play again the audio-visual presentation now with the sounds, right? Ready? Meanwhile, we would like to invite everyone later on to go on and see and explore our booths. They are showcasing different technologies and byproducts of waste management. No? So dito, attorney, marami tayong matututunan mula sa segregation, recycling, at kung ano-anong mga produkto ang nagagawa mula sa basura. Habang inintay natin, attorney, ano ba, magpapagames ba tayo? May raffle ba, sir?
Please appreciate po yung exhibitors natin kasi this has been really a labor of love. This has been a work in progress for many, many weeks. So this is the end product. Sana po magustuhan nyo ang pinagandaan po ng ating mga punong abala.
And in case you'll be visiting the booths and you get hungry, we also have our concessionaires outside who are participating in our event. So please go there and have yourself some meal, no, while waiting. All right?
Okay, we will now proceed to the
next
signing.
part, sir. Yes, sir.
The ceremonial signing of the Pledge of Commitment, where we invite MMDA Chairman Don Artes, General Manager Lipana, Commissioner Lau, and MMDA Solid Waste Management Office Director Bong Sikim Sham for the ceremonial signing of the Pledge of Commitment.
The pledge is made to signify the waste recyclers' commitment of time, effort, and resources as part of the government's 10-year Road to Zero Waste program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now witnessing the signing of the Pledge of Commitment.
May we request our dear officials to show the document that they have signed for photo documentation of our media partners and our official MMDA photographer.
And there you have it, the signed Pledge of Commitment. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all that have been part of this most significant event.
Metro Manila generates over Met-
All right, may we invite our dear officials on stage and also our esteemed guests, VIPs. the pledge of commitment with our private recyclers. The pledge of commitment together with our recyclers and waste processing companies shall be led by our MMDA Chairman Attorney Romando S. Artes. Once again, may we request our officials and VIPs to remain on stage. And our private recyclers and companies will be at the front po. Here po. Yes po.
Chairman, please repeat after me. We state your office or agency. Commit ourselves to fervently support the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority's Road to Zero Waste 10-year program. As it strives to adopt a circular economy model. In our collaborative journey towards sustainable cities. We envision this cause as an opportunity to become dynamic partners in exploring innovative solutions to effect social change and environmental development. We pledge our time, effort, and resources in helping our government champion the goal of implementation of comprehensive and integrated solid waste management strategies. Maraming salamat po. A big hand once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? Thank you to our dear partners, recyclers and company waste processing. May we request everyone to go back to their seats and settle down. Of course, thank you so much to our officials who have participated and joined us in this event. Alright, so a while ago we have introduced an audiovisual presentation. Once again, we would like to ask for everyone's attention to focus on the screen and watch the ABB presented by MMDA.
Metro Manila generates over 10,000 tons of waste every day. This overwhelming volume of waste affects our health and the environment and highlights the urgent need for sustainable management and recycling solutions. Mindless consumption, increasing plastic pollution, lack of waste recovery facilities, growing informal waste sector, and low public awareness. All these issues highlight the need for swift and comprehensive action. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, as mandated under Republic Act 7924, is tasked to oversee the region's solid waste management, from the formulation of policies to implementation of programs and projects. The authority is actively addressing waste issues through multiple initiatives. These include the establishment of pilot diversion facilities, community-based solid waste management programs, development of a management information system, extensive plans such as the 25-year Metro Manila Solid Waste Management Master Plan, and feasibility studies on suitable waste management technologies such as establishing a regional MRF and a waste-to-energy facility. As part of its commitment to address the gaps within Metro Manila's solid waste landscape, the MMDA is proud to launch the 10-year Road to Zero Waste program, which aims to implement a more sustainable shift towards a circular economy to proactively reduce wastes and increase waste diversion through integrated recycling initiatives, thereby extending the life cycle of products and lessening the volume of wastes that end up in our sanitary landfills. The initial phase of the program focuses on knowledge sharing and information campaigns and aims to kickstart the building of partnerships and work towards a unified and efficient regional waste management network. Through a strong mutual benefit partnership among Metro Manila's governing bodies, recyclers, and waste processors, the program lays the groundwork for a circular economy. Following the first phase, the program will continue to advance these efforts through institutional action and governance, which advocates for the adoption of national laws such as the Green Procurement Act and the EPR law, and strengthening partnerships between public and private sectors. These actions aim to solidify the cooperation among key solid waste management stakeholders. Everyone is called to be a part of this transformative movement of adopting greener household practices and supporting eco-sustainable products. In partnership with the Metro Manila local government units and various national government agencies, together we have the power to reshape our future one mindful choice at a time.
At this juncture, we will have a short press conference with MMDA Chairman Attorney Romando S. Artes with our friends from the media.
Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. So we have our friends from media. Some of the questions coming from PNA, Mr. Raymond de la Cruz.
Hello, good morning. Sir, so about this program, from my understanding, it has something to do with the EPR law, which is 20% of their plastic produce needs to be recycled by these companies. Are we doing something to monitor their collected garbage? Because some companies do import garbage from other countries. Are we making sure that their garbage is local?
Una-una po, pinagbabawal po yan, yung pagdadala ng basura from other countries papasok dito sa atin. So, I'm pretty sure yan naman po ay binabantayan sa ating mga ports. Kaya I'm quite certain na under this administration, bawal po yung pagdadala ng basura at yun pong mga basura na nandito po sa atin ay locally produced.
Kasi sir, yung sa batas natin, ito yung huli kong balita, I think to 2023 yung huli ng Eco Waste Coalition. As long as it's labeled na for recycling yung waste, basically pwede pa rin i-import yata. That's what I know.
Well, it may be allowed under the law, but I think the policy of this administration is not to allow any importation ng solid waste into the country.
Thank you, Sir Raymond. We now have from TV5, Gerald de la Peña.
Good morning, sir. Sir, tanong ko lang po, ano po naging trigger para gumawa po tayo ng ganitong summit?
Well, unang-una yung mga reports po na ang Pilipinas ay isa sa top producing country ng mga basura na nauuwi sa ating mga karagatan. So ito po ay isang inisyatibo ng Metro Manila Development Authority para po mabawasan yung mga basura na nauuwi sa dagat, nauuwi sa ating mga waterways na nagtitrigger po ng pagbaha. Nakita naman po natin noong pagkatapos ng bagyong Karina na talaga naman po napakaraming basura na naiwan sa ating mga lansangan na alam po natin na nag-contribute sa paglalim ng tubig dahil hindi kaagad po nakakadaloy yung tubig ulan papunta po sa ating mga pumping stations na dinidispose naman po natin sa Manila Bay. So, isa po yan sa nag-trigger na magtayo or mag-come up ng ganitong summit para rin po ma-involve hindi lamang po ang pamahalaan kundi pati na rin ang privado sector at ganoon din po ang ating mga communities.
Ano pong i-expect nating changes dun sa the manner you dispose or collect yung solid waste?
Ito naman po ay pasimula pa lamang. Sa amin pong palagay, ang isa sa magandang epekto nito ay pwede po natin ipaalam, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kababayan, na yung mga basura po natin ay hindi lamang po basura yan na dapat itapon, na dapat mauwi sa sanitary landfill. Ito po ay isang pagbubukas ng isipan ng ating mga kababayan na yung pong ating basura ay pwede pong gamitin as resource. Pwede pong eventually, hopefully, magkaroon tayo ng technology na magkaroon ng waste to energy. Pero in the meantime, habang wala pa yan, yung recycling efforts lamang po na pwedeng i-recycle yung basura para magamit muli into another product ay posible. At isa po yan sa ipakikita natin dito sa summit.
So more of information campaign muna?
Yes, sisimulan natin kasi yan yung low-hanging fruit na madali or pwede na natin implement kaagad.
Thank you, Sir Gerald. We have Daily Tribune, Mr. Alvin Morsha.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Nabanggit kanina na 10,000 tons ang nakokolekta daily ng ating So parang may problema po tayo dahil pagdating sa barangay, parang naiiwan yung mga basura pag ikot nung garbage truck. Yung mga residente, meron pang pahabol. Ano po ang pwede nating gawin dyan, lalong-lalo na sa mga household waste na hindi nasa-segregate?
Well, yun nga po yung binabanggit ni Commissioner Lau kanina ng National Solid Waste Management Commission. Napakaganda po ng batas na 9003 na nagmamandato na mag-segregate. More on nasa implementasyon. At sa akin naman po palagay, hindi nagkulang ang local government units. Talaga naman pong naglaan sila ng pondo dyan para sa paghahakot. Minsan lang po talaga walang disiplina yung ibang natin mga kababayan. Hindi na ilabas ng tamang oras yung mga basura or minsan diretso po inihahagis sa ating mga waterways yung mga basura. So, tingin ko po sa implementasyon, kailangan lang po siguro maghigpit at mag-isip ng pamamaraan kung paano i-enforce yung batas hanggang po sa community level. At yun nga rin po, yung isa sa purpose nitong summit na ito, para magbago ng mindset or ng kaisipan yung ating mga kababayan na hindi dapat po itapon yung basura kung saan-saan. At dahil pwede pa po ito magamit, maging pakinabangan, at the same time, maproteksyonan po natin yung ating pong environment.
Sa plastic ban po, meron po ba tayong batas na katulad ng traffic, may unified ban pa tayo o wala pa?
Sa Metro Manila, wala pa po. Pero may mga ilang cities na po na merong mga ordinansa na nagbabawal po ng single-use plastic.
Wala po bang plano ang MMDA na magpasa ng...
Sa ngayon po, wala pa po. Pero dahil may EPR law naman po, so siguro mag-coordinate po kami sa National Solid Waste Management Commission para po maka-come up na isang MMC resolution regarding single-use plastic.
Thank you po.
Yes.
From YJS, we have Kazumi Saito.
Thank you very much. Good morning. This year has a year of many typhoons. The recent Christine also caused a lot of damage from Bicol region to the northern Luzon area. But at the time of the typhoon Karina, President Marcos cited two reasons for the flood damage. One was the climate change, and the other was the problem of waste disposal, I think. So I think this is related to this event. Is that correct?
Yes. The statement made by the President regarding the two major reasons for the flood during Karina is data-driven. We have seen unprecedented rains, not just here in the Philippines, all over the world. And the data will show that the rainwater brought by Karina is more than Indoy. But luckily, it didn't bring the same destruction. And we have seen, not just in the news, in social media posts, the amount of garbage left by Karina. We in our agency ourselves had difficulty catching up and cleaning up all the garbage left by Typhoon Karina, which of course were obviously generated by communities. Those that were not, the local government units were not able to collect. Maybe because it's thrown somewhere else. Some of them, we noticed that it came from the rivers and waterways. So I think that's pretty much accurate, that the flooding was caused by unprecedented amount of rain, garbage, and maybe I can add a third one, which is our antiquated drainage system, which were mostly constructed during the 1970s or 50 years ago.
Next, we have from GMA News Online, Vince Ferreras.
Good afternoon. Good morning, sir. So I have two questions. First lang po is, can you further explain po yung ating roadmap for a zero waste Metro Manila? So ano na po yung mga hakbang na nagawa natin, and ano po yung timeline natin dito? When do we plan to achieve a zero waste Metro Manila po?
There are many projects that are undertaken by the MMDA, especially the World Bank projects, the establishment of centralized and decentralized MRF. At ito nga Road to Zero Waste natin. Kasama natin dito ngayon ang mga recyclers, at itong summit na to ay ginagawa natin, iniimbitahan natin, it is open to the public. At alam naman natin, napakalaking challenge sa ating waste management is behavior ng ating mga kababayan.
yung marami tayong mga kapangyarihan discipline, and para maipakita natin sa kanila na yung basurang tinatapon nila sa mga nakikita natin sa mga waterways, yun ang mga kailangan ng mga recycler na nandito ngayon as their raw materials. So it is a valuable resource actually. Hindi lang nakikita ng mga kababayan natin na kapakipakinabang ibang basurang ikinakalat nila. So with this summit, makikita nila, may enlighten sila na kapakipakinabang pala yung pinagwawalang bahala nila na tinatapon na basura kung saan-saan.
Pero sir, ano po yung timeline natin para ma-achieve yung zero waste sa Metro Manila po?
As our caption, it is a 10-year plan to achieve our goal na hopefully by after 10 years, wala nang makakarating na basura sa landfill.
This year po ba ito nag-start or kailan pa po ito nag-start?
This year, we have started this year. Kaya nilaunch natin ngayong year na to. At we have different approach. We have different proposed management plan for household, for markets, for big establishments, for industries. We are proposing a different approach as far as management is concerned. Depende sa mga stakeholders.
Sir, last question na for my end po. Sir, isa sa mga problem natin when it comes to waste is yung mga electronic waste po, yung mga gadgets na pinaglumaan natin. So ano po yung mga hakbang ng MMDA on how to properly dispose po itong mga e-waste po?
Kasama din dito, as I have said a while ago, gagawa tayo ng mga solid waste management plan. Depende sa waste characterization. And depende sa establishment, household, schools, hospitals. Gagawa natin yan ng waste management plan lahat.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Due to time constraints, we have to limit our questions, and this will be the last, sir, from UNTV, JP Nunez.
Hello po. Sir, good morning po. Sir, yung challenges natin dun sa pag-implement ng zero waste, gaano ka-serious po yung concern? Tsaka ano po na po yung naging epekto ng mga basura po na nakokolekta po?
Well, una-una, yung challenge nga po is yung segregation. Kailangan po talaga na magkaroon ng pagbabago sa kaisipan ng ating mga kababayan. Nasabi ko nga kanina, yung po problema ng basura, hindi po kayang solusyonan ng pamahalaan lamang. Kailangan namin ng tulong ng private sector at lalong-lalo na ng ating mga kababayan dahil disiplina po talaga yung number one na kailangan para po magkaroon ng efficient na collection ng basura, efficient na segregation at reuse nitong mga basura as a valuable resources para po konti na lang talaga yung mapunta sa sanitary landfill. Yung epekto naman, nakita natin yung bagyong Karina, na yung pagbaha ay naging contributory factor siya. Dahil nga hindi mabilis makadalo yung tubig baha, papunta po sa ating mga pumping stations. At nakita rin po natin yung mga bundok na basura na napagkatapos na mawala yung tubig baha, ay talaga namang tone-tonelada ng basura yung naiwan sa ating mga kalsada na nagtagal din bago nakolekta at nalinis dahil sobra po talaga ang dami. So, with this program, hopefully ma-start magkaroon ng pagbabago sa mindset ng mga tao at ganoon din po sa ating mga partners, mas dumami at ganoon din po sa ating pamahalaan na mag-adjust ng mga proseso, formulate ng mga bagong policies para po magamit ulit itong mga basura as a valuable resource. So, yun po yung ating purpose.
Sasamantalain na din namin as being said several times that dapat tulong-tulong tayo, hindi pwedeng kami lang, hindi pwedeng tayo lang, dapat lahat tayo. So we're appealing to the tri-media to help us in the information and education campaign para sa ating mga kababayan, para ma-encourage natin for responsible solid waste management.
Thank you, General Manager and Chairman. Thank you to our dear partners in the media. We would like to thank, of course, our esteemed guests and government officials for joining us today.
Let us proceed and walk through the different recyclers' booth, showcasing their technologies and byproducts. Please follow your designated ushers for your row to assist you throughout the exhibit proper.
So the walkthrough, the different booths will be led by our Chairman Artes to be assisted by Ms. Sharina Conte and Architect Pahe. May we request them to follow our ushers? And to our dear guests, please be informed that you're invited also to stay and explore each booth further. The exhibit hall is opened today until tomorrow. Meanwhile, we'll also have plenary sessions at the center of this stage. Everyone is also invited to sit in and participate.
At dyan po nagtatapos ang unang bahagi ng ating programa. Mabuhay po ang MMDA Road to Zero Waste Summit 2024.
Thank you also to our major sponsors and partners, iSwims Incorporated and Fileco.